Hello. If you have seen my other video, you know that this whole turkey cost me $5 and I turned it into multiple meals. And one of them is right here. That's right. It is my baked turkey wings and turkey legs. And for the breast, I actually smoked it. And it's perfect to go with this smoked turkey and collard green soup. I don't have a smoker. I just use my grill. And if you don't have smoked turkey, don't worry. There's other ways to bring that flavor. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, we're going to start off with a trifecta of all soup ingredients. That's the carrots, the celery, the onion, and the garlic. I diced the celery up really small. I also pared the carrots, and I'm going to cut them a particular way. And of course, I got a little small to medium size dice on the onions. I did not want a chunky carrot in my soup because my turkey is all the chunk that I need. I sliced it like a ribbon. And you can also buy those carrot sticks if you like. But it was no trouble. I sliced it really thin. And then I cut them into like 1.5 to 2 inch pieces. Before we saute those vegetables, I'm going to start with the collard greens. I am using frozen collard greens because they're already blanched or kind of wilted a little bit more, a little softer. I'm going to cook these for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. You can use fresh, no problem, but you're going to have to cook them longer so that they are a little bit softer and not so tough. You may use water to cook your collard greens, or you can use chicken broth. As you can see, I pulled out a special ingredient that has been gathering dust in my cupboard, trying to figure out when I'm going to use it. And I thought this would be perfect. It's my spicy chicken broth. I'm not going to put any spice inside the actual soup. So I thought just add a little smidgen of it in my collard greens. And you're going to cook that until it's nice and tender, about 10 to 15 minutes for frozen, a little longer for fresh. You can also use those leftover collard greens. This is a perfect leftover recipe. The next step we're going to do before we saute is move on to the rice. You can pre-cook it or have it old rice that you cooked yesterday. I am using parboiled. I love parboiled rice in this because it does not get mushy. Also, I got a little trick I'm going to show you on what I do with my rice based soups. And of course, I'm doing the easy way. I'm just throwing that in the steamer, and now I'm moving on to the sauteing. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of butter. That's where that flavor starts. If you don't have smoked turkey and you want that smoke, you can take some bacon grease. That is perfect to bring that smoke as well. Also add some some smoked salt, some smoked paprika if you want to make this smoky. This is not an extreme smoke, it's just a hint of it. That's why I love it. Now, once those collard greens are done, go ahead and drain it. You don't have to do a serious drain. If it's still some broth in the pan, then that's just fine. Once you're done draining, go ahead and put it to the side. We'll use that later. And now we're going to go ahead and get started on sauteing those vegetables in that butter. The wonderful thing about this soup, it's very fast to make, especially if you already have the ingredients pre-cooked. You can use your leftover holiday meal food. Even if you don't have turkey, you can use chicken. That's a perfect substitute. And guess what? For all you vegetarians that might have clicked on this video, you can actually go medium. I'm sorry, you can actually go meatless on it. It's still a wonderful recipe. Now, let me tell you, once you put this on the table, your family is going to think you slaved over the stove all day. Yes, they will. Now that we're starting off with our classic flavor building vegetables, you want to make sure that you salt those vegetables. We got to make sure every layer of this soup has a little bit of flavor. Now, at this point, as you've watched, it is only the onion, the carrot, and the celery that we're going to saute. We're going to do that for a few minutes until you see the onion start to get just a little bit soft. And then we're going to add the garlic. Now, for many years, I went without the garlic press. So I was mincing up all by hand. This thing here is a lifesaver and a time saver in the kitchen. I could not do without it. I am using 3 large garlic bulbs here. And we're going to saute that towards the end of sauteing our vegetables. I love using fresh garlic, especially in my soups, but also doing a little extra oomph of the garlic with using the garlic powder. So if you don't have garlic in your home or it goes bad really fast, you can also pre-mince it and freeze it. Yes, you can. It actually holds that garlic flavor pretty good. After adding that garlic, we're just going to saute it until that raw stage goes out of it. Yes, I never get tired of that smell. Never get tired of it. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on just a light roux. You can start off anywhere between a quarter to a third cup of flour there. Now with this roux, we're not just going to dump the flour in. We're going to sprinkle it just lightly over the vegetables as we are sauteing them. It's important also to make sure that you still have some oil in that pan or butter in that pan. We don't need to brown this roux or brown, yes, we don't need to brown the roux. All we need to do is just make sure that it's incorporated really well with the vegetables. And that's just about a minute or two to do that, because the next we're going to work on is adding the chicken broth. If you don't have chicken broth, you can use your bouillon cube. Some of you guys like to use that better than bouillon, or if you use granulated bouillon, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm going to use about, I think, 8 cups. Anywhere from 6 to 10 is fine, depending on how thick you want your soup. I think 8 cups of broth is the sweet spot for soup for me. And we're going to add just a little bit at a time because we want it smooth. Now, I ate a nice sized bowl of this soup. And let me tell you, it filled me up pretty fast. It was a nice hearty soup. Now, my stomach said stop, but my taste buds was like, do you want more? Oh, you're going to enjoy it. But of course, you have to make sure you have a nice, flavorful broth. I'm going to add in 1 small bay leaf, and I'm also going to add in 1 teaspoon of thyme. And that's it for the first 10 minutes. We're going to mix that up, and then I'm going to bring it to a gentle simmer. And as you can see, I have been simmering this between 10 to 15 minutes. Just a very gentle simmer. And I'm going to go ahead and start preparing. That's just the onion powder, the garlic powder, and just a little bit of smoked paprika. And I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm not using a lot. I'm only using a 1/2 teaspoon each of the onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic powder, and only a 1/4 teaspoon of the smoked paprika. Of course, you can increase that if you're not using any smoked turkey. And once you put that in, you're going to just stir it on up. And I'm going to just get my little rice ready and set that off to the side. As you can see, they're not mushy. They're not really sticking to each other. This is what I love about parboiled. I don't think you can make this mushy. And if you did, please let me know down in the comments. And now is the perfect time to add your meat in. I've cut mine up nice and chunky. You can use between I said 3 to 4 cups. 4 is very hearty, but about 3 is perfect. But of course, it's all up to you. I'm taking a little bit of that smoked skin off. I season this up with the same seasonings that I use for my baked turkey legs. So you can either go online or watch that video to see the seasoning blend I made. I'm keeping some of that skin in because it's actually adding some more flavor and of course adding some more smoke to this soup here. If you do not have a smoked turkey, it is perfectly fine. And let's say you're using a unsmoked turkey or an unsmoked chicken, I would suggest just doubling up your seasonings, your garlic powder, your onion powder, and of course your smoked paprika. I like to add this smoked turkey in last so that it stays moist and tender. I'm just warming it through just to soften a little and to get that flavor infused in it. And then I'm going to add my collard greens here. And this was a 14-ounce bag. I would say for me and my taste, I went with a little bit less. So I would say roughly probably about 12 ounces. I don't want to do an aggressive stir because it's going to muddy up my soup, and I don't want that. Whatever liquids from that collard greens is going in. That means it's that spice. So I'm going to get a little bit of that spice from those collard greens and broth. And I am definitely going to have to get some more of that spicy chicken broth. Hopefully they keep that. It really was pretty good. It wasn't super hot, but it was just enough spice to let you know I got a little bit of heat in it. At this point, you can just put that rice in your soup. I don't like to do that for myself because unless you're serving it right away, One of the things I do not like about rice soups is they tend to be mushy. The rice gets mushy. So I'll be showing you how I get around that. And now here comes the good part. We're going to add some heavy cream for richness and a little butter swirled in at the end for some silkiness. Of course, we're going to brighten it up with a little bit of vinegar. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm sorry, I missed that part. In other words, you didn't see me pouring the cream, but you get the picture. I'm only using a half a cup because I don't want to over cream it. I want to taste the collard greens. I want to taste that smoked turkey. I am going to finish it off with that butter there. We're going to add some more richness and flavor. These steps to me are very important because it makes a difference from your soup being ooh la la to ooh la la. It makes a difference. Now I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can also use lemon juice as well. It's just adding a little acidic liquid in at the end. So you see, there is my rice. You can use 2.5 cups can go into your soup if you want to just pour that in. What I do is I actually just add it to my bowl. I do a couple of spoonfuls in, and then I add that nice hot soup over it. This is perfect, especially if you are eating some. I ate on this for 3 days, y'all, and it was good for each of those 3 days. So my rice was actually perfect each and every time. The only thing that I had to do was I added just a little bit more broth by that third day and a little bit more cream, but it was still good. And for those of you who like a little hot sauce on your collard greens, like myself, you can go ahead and put a few drops of uh, Old Pete in there to bring you some flavor. And don't forget to pull out that bay leaf. I forgot to tell you about that. Make sure you take it out once your soup is finished. And if you love cozy homestyle recipes like this, make sure you like and subscribe and check out these recipes here to warm you up. Thanks for watching.